Hey guys, okay, great question. A girl was talking about plateaus, that she's literally stagnating on weight loss and fat loss and can't move past the plateau. So I'm just going to do a quick video on the main things that I use to push people past plateaus. People that I work with myself, my online clients, and even in my own personal life, how I do it in my training program and nutrition. If you're hitting a plateau, you have literally stagnated in everything you're doing. So your body has stopped replying. Your body's in a constant state, trying to get into a constant state of what's called homeostasis. That's basically where you're at your set point. You know, your body's always trying to get into homeostasis. I talked about in the video last week how it's like a thermometer in a room. You have a metabolic set point and you have homeostasis. It's like your body's constantly, you do a new training program, moves it out of homeostasis, a new nutrition plan out of homeostasis, and it'll try and bring it back. That's why switching up your training program and tweaking your diet and playing with supplements on a regular basis is so important for not hitting plateaus. The main thing that I work, particularly my online clients, because we do a lot of work so that people don't plateau. This is why I have worked with people for so long. I've got online clients that I've been with for the last 6-7 months because we're constantly pushing past plateaus because of you're changing things. So if you're plateauing in your training or your nutrition or your supplements or whatever it is, you need to switch things up. Doesn't matter how you do this as such, because once you switch something, your body will move back out of homeostasis, and you want it to be out of homeostasis in the sense that you want to continue to progress. So you never want to get used to something. What I generally see, and it's so funny, and I bet everyone that's watching this, if you're not this person, you've seen this person that comes into the gym and has been literally doing the same program for the last 12 months. You're never going to respond to that. The optimal time to switch up programs is after about 6 weeks. If you're still doing the same program after 6 weeks, you can tweak the weight. As long as you're changing a variable in the workout, you're going to respond. But ideally, most people that I work with after 6-8 weeks, we change up the program completely so that your body goes into constant muscle shock and you keep responding and moving forward. Same thing with nutrition. There's arguments for that you should be switching up amino profiles. Now, I'm a victim of this where I eat the same foods regularly, but there's times when I'll switch it up because of the amino profile is different in each food. Like chicken has a completely different amino profile to say turkey or say tuna. So switching those foods in gives your body another shock because you've got all amino acids, all protein foods are made up of the 20 amino acids, but how they're made up and which ones are higher varies from meat to meat and fish to fish and protein source to protein source. So for example, things like turkey and shrimp is really high in tryptophan. So eating it before bed, that 5-HTP supplement that people take before bed, that's tryptophan. That's the stuff that's in turkey and it's in shrimp. That helps put you to sleep. It helps your body to relax and unwind. So switching up those amino profiles will have different effects in your body. Things like rice protein, there's a supplement, the Sun Warrior rice protein has a really high dose of L-arginine, compared to whey protein, which is higher in leucine and glutamine. So all of those things have a different effect in the body. Obviously arginine is going to be, it's higher in rice protein, it's going to give you a better pump if you take it before you train. Things like leucine is more anabolic. That's why people take whey protein, and isolate protein because of the anabolism that's from the amount of leucine in the protein. So changing up your protein sources is going to give you another push. Then using supplements is your last thing. So the biggest mistake people make is they jump straight onto the supplement bandwagon, and supplements are amazing. They're going to help you push past plateaus that you never would have thought possible because they're going to support you where your body needs it. But people jump straight onto the bandwagon. As soon as they start training, it's so funny because people will join a gym and they spend €150 or €200 on supplements and they don't know how to train and they have no nutritional plan. I'm like, take your €150, go to somebody, get a nutritional plan, get a training program, and then 3 months later, when you start to plateau, add in your supplements. That's the way to do it so that your body never plateaus, But you also need to use the right ones. I see people all the time, they're like, oh yeah, I'm cutting, and they're loading up on things like creatine or weight gaining supplements. You told me you want to lose body fat. You need to use things like L-carnitine tartrate or CLA or green tea extract, things that stimulate your metabolism or help you burn body fat. Same way as you're trying to put on size, stick with things that are going to help you put on size. Beta-alanine and creatine, the ones that are going to pull water underneath the muscle so you can move more weight, so you can tear more fibers, you can build more muscle. So they're kind of the main 3 things that push past plateaus. Use your training program, switching that up every 6 to 8 weeks, switching up the systems, switching up the rep ranges, making something change. The nutrition, change up your foods, particularly your protein foods with your protein sources because of the amino profile in each one. And then lastly, with your supplements, make sure you're using the right supplements for your goals, and also make sure that the last thing you add in, get your diet and training right first, then add in your supplements. That's what's going to help you push past plateaus. Use them to push past plateaus. And hopefully this video helps. Please like and share the page, and I'll be commenting for the next 24 hours.